morning to everybody that is in attendance with us today. We greet you here in the city of Newport News, North District. Love this morning. We are excited about what's going on today. I am going to first acknowledge our dignitaries that are here with us. I want to first acknowledge, if you could just raise your hand or stand, we have our State Senator, Mr. Monty Mason, here with us this morning. We have our Newport News Commissioner of the Revenue, Ms. Tiffany Boyle, here with us this morning. We have our City Manager, Ms. Cindy Rolfe, with us. And we have Councilwoman Dr. Pat Woodbury. We have Councilman Dave Jenkins. We have our newly elected Vice Mayor, Dr. Sandra Cherry. And we have my colleague here in the North District, Ms. Sharon Scott. And also, I don't see a Delegate Shelley Simons. Is she here? All right, and I'll be introducing our mayor here in a second. But we are excited about this event this morning, another project that is breaking ground within the last couple of weeks. And this is another project we are excited about because it has been a little overdue. And now we are actually being able to be here together for this $47 million project that's going to be transformational here in the city of Newport News. Without further ado, I'm going to introduce our mayor, Mayor Price, and he's going to come forward with remarks.
Thank you, Marcellus, and good morning to everyone. It's a great day today, and thank you for being here in this heat and celebrate this groundbreaking of the Newport News Transportation Center with us. I guess I'm a little loud. This project is a testament to the power of strong partnerships and perseverance. Now, we all know that government moves at a lightning speed, right? Yeah, we've been planning this project since 2010. Yes, I said 2010. And it takes time for a project this big and so many partners to come together. So now 10 years is a long time, but there are a lot of steps you need to take when you're changing the face of transportation. Thank you to the partners who are helping us make this dream a reality and for never giving up, even during the exhaustive 3-year environmental assessment process. 3 years. Please join me in a round of applause for the Department of Rail and Public Transportation and the Virginia Department of Transportation. Thank you, sir. Thank you also to Newport News Engineering Department for leading this project. This new multimodal center will modernize and streamline transportation on the peninsula, in Hampton Roads, and throughout the Commonwealth. As part of this project, Amtrak will move their operations to this ADA-compliant, energy-efficient facility. With the new station, Amtrak will no doubt see increased passenger train ridership and decreased operational costs since they will turn and maintain trains on site. And that's just the beginning. This new facility impacts all modes of transportation with limitless possibilities and future enhancements. The station's close proximity to the airport opens up air travel options as well. Shuttles and taxi service will take travelers to and from the airport, and Hampton Roads Transit plans to offer expanded bus service. CSX will have some track line available, more track time available for cargo traffic, which will help boost our economy. No matter where you need to go or how you want to get there, the Newport News Transportation Center makes it possible. This $47 million project takes place in 3 phases. Phase 1, which includes site preparations, is slated for completion in the spring of 2021. Phase 2 and 3 will focus on track work and Amtrak service facility, the station building, the platform, and more. We expect this facility to be fully operational in the summer of 2022. So we have a couple more years until we host the grand opening event. And we've waited 10 years though, so that's just a little bit longer. I just hope the groundbreaking will be a cooler day than today. Today's event is more than a symbolic groundbreaking. It's the beginning of a new era for transportation in our region and beyond. The foundations of a thriving city are its accessibility and how well it meets the transportation needs of its residents, businesses, and guests. This groundbreaking is another example of how Newport News is transforming to becoming one of the most vibrant and accessible cities in the state. We've seen growth and change from one end of our city to the other, and with other projects in process or being planned, there's no sign of stopping. So I want to thank you to our partners for believing in our city and devoting the time and resources needed to bring this multimodal transportation facility to life. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Price, for inviting me to be part of this celebration today in this groundbreaking ceremony. This facility, as we all know, will be a tremendous asset to the region and a very important part of our overall transportation strategy here in the Hampton Roads region. I'm so proud to be part of this team here in Hampton Roads and really enjoying the strong partnerships and leadership of many of our localities and leadership that folks like Mayor Price bring to the table here in Hampton Road region. And really, we could not do it without our local partners. And Mayor, I just want to tell you, you've got a first-rate team. Cynthia and her team and the staff here in the city have, 2010 is a long time, and there's been a lot of hard work that's gone on between now and then to work through so many difficult challenges to bring this project across the finish line in terms of getting it started. And so I just want to recognize them and all of the hard work that they've done to make this happen. Also, obviously our partnership with DRPT and Jennifer and her team, and what a great job that they have done as a co-partner here with VDOT from the funding standpoint. It really is, again, it's a great honor to be part of a team to deliver these kind of projects. And just as a note, when you look at all the things that are going on here in the Hampton Roads region, I got to tell you, it's unprecedented. Over the next 6 years, just to put it in perspective, we're going to invest a little bit shy of $6 billion in transportation. Just let that sink in. And a lot of that has to do with folks right here in the region cooperating in all of the various localities and what they have done to advance those types of efforts and the major projects that we have in planning and obviously in construction right now. And I spent 30 years in the Army, and I just like to steal a quote from one of my heroes, General Eisenhower, that said, and he probably put one of the greatest teams together in history, and that is, you can do great things when you don't care who gets the credit. And so I think that, it really is indicative of the spirit here in Hampton Roads, as folks are all, have their hands on the rudder and are working hard to make sure that we deliver these critical projects. And obviously, even with the challenges of the pandemic, we all know that's impacted everybody, but I'll tell you, it has not impacted the delivery of key projects in our region. And COVID-19 has not and will not slow down our efforts to deliver transportation projects here in Hampton Roads. So moving forward, And again, you know, the key of our key partners, and I just, again, want to thank all of you for all that you've done to deliver this, and we could not do it without the hard work of all the folks involved, the city, our state partners, our local transit partners in bringing this project forward. So with that, I'd like to introduce our Director of the Department of Rail and Transit for the state of Virginia, Jennifer Mitchell.
Thank you, Chris. So this is a very historic day here in Newport News. We are so honored to be here today to celebrate this groundbreaking of the state-of-the-art Newport News Transportation Center. I'm so pleased to see so many faces, all of you masked, at this event today. But special thanks goes to the City of Newport News and our partner with Mayor Price, VDOT, Amtrak, CSX, and all of you that are here today. I've only been working on this project since 2014, not quite the full 10 years, but throughout the planning and funding stage, engineering, and now we're going to be partnering through construction of this transformative project. We're very proud to commit $20.5 million in dedicated passenger rail funds to this new transportation center. In collaboration with our partners at the City of Newport News, the Hampton Roads TPO, VDOT, Amtrak, and CSX, this state-of-the-art facility will continue our major efforts to expand multimodal transportation options to all Virginians. We also look forward to the positive economic impact the station will have on the city, the region, and the Commonwealth. So today is a celebration of what is to come. When complete, Hampton Roads travelers will have even more options to connect to the rest of Virginia and the Northeast Corridor, and in turn connect the thousands of businesses and tourists visiting each year directly to Newport News. This new station location supports multiple local and regional transportation planning efforts and initiatives. As you just heard from Mayor Price, the City of Newport News has been so incredibly supportive of passenger rail service for many years. In the decades since Virginia began its sponsorship of Amtrak service across Virginia, we have expanded and grown to more markets, serving more Virginians. Beginning in 2013, Virginia took on sponsorship of the Newport News train service, also making it our first market to have 2 daily round trips. Last year, some 335,000 passengers used our twice-daily Newport News to Washington, D.C. services. That's over a third of all passengers on Virginia-funded trains. This was an impressive 4% growth over the previous year, fueled in large part by our decision to optimize schedule times to benefit the most Newport News customers. The Newport News station is also our busiest state service-only station in the Commonwealth. In 2019, nearly 100,000 passengers came in and out of Newport News, with many connecting to and from Virginia Beach through the thruway bus service. That's 100,000 riders on the peninsula not using I-64 and not using the tunnels. We've been working very hard to expand passenger rail even further across Virginia. Under Governor Northam's Transforming Rail in Virginia initiative, we will be partnering with CSX to purchase 350 miles of rail right-of-way and 225 miles of track so we can eventually separate passenger and freight service between Richmond and D.C. This $3.7 billion initiative will include building the new Long Bridge between Virginia and D.C., which is currently one of the biggest choke points on the entire East Coast. Most importantly, as a result of the Transforming Rail initiative, we will be doubling state-supported Amtrak service by 2030. And as a result, by 2026, Newport News will have a third train coming in and out of this new station. That's why we're so pleased to support the construction of this station, which will include level boarding, updated ADA compliance, storage for increased Amtrak service, increased passenger waiting room seating, more platform capacity, more parking capacity, better handicapped access, and a new HRT bus facility. Most importantly, the new station and the maintenance facility will remove conflicts with the existing CSX coal yard facility, thereby improving the reliability for Amtrak passengers and freight trains. After much anticipation, we are delighted to see construction of this very important facility begin. So congratulations to the City of Newport News for reaching this important milestone. And now please join me in welcoming the Honorable Sharon P. Scott, Councilwoman of the City of Newport News, for our closing remarks. Thanks.
Good morning, everyone. This is one of those times when everything that needed to be said has already been said. So only thing I get to say is thank you. So I first like to thank Ms. Jennifer Mitchell for coming down and being with us today, and Chris Hall from the Department of Transportation and Department of Rail and Public Transportation and VDOT, and the partnership between Amtrak and CRX and the City of Newport News. This is really an awesome day in the North District of the City of Newport News. And we just thank everyone who worked hard to make this project happen. As the mayor alluded, it was probably 2010 when it got started, and Ms. Jennifer said she came in 2014. So you see how fast we work here in the city, and eventually we're going to get it done. But this is a sense of pride for the North District. It not only serves us here in the North, but it serves across the whole city of Newport News. Plus, as you can hear, we're right in the heartbeat of all the traffic. I'm sure you can hear the cars going back and forth. The airport is across the street. This is just so important. And the citizens feel a sense of pride when there are projects in their district that, you know, they can see where their tax dollars are actually at work. So we just want to thank everybody, and we look forward to all the possibilities that this project will bring here to the City of Newport News. And it was nice to really have a chance to talk so I could take this mask off, get a breath of fresh air. But if you all have not had an opportunity, we do have some giveaways in the bag, a little souvenir, just a token of our appreciation for you all showing up here today to celebrate with us. And I would be remiss about it, and I thank all of my colleagues who are here today from across the city who came to celebrate it with us here in the North District today. So now we are going to go over and have our groundbreaking. So everyone, please join us over here at the groundbreaking site. And thank you all so much, and have a wonderful day. Be safe. God bless.